My name is Tosin Ajayi, and this is my story. Second year of university, I had put in quite a lot of work for not much reward. I put in the results that I got from the after the papers had been marked did not reflect how I felt I'd done at all. And so I just started thinking, look, if I'm going to be killing myself or something, I want to make sure that I'm killing myself for something I actually really care about. So that's when I really started thinking, what do I really want to do? So that was the first bit where I got to grips with what I wanted to do, and it was kind of like, because with me, a lot of things I talk about, it talks about connecting with God. I think my life connects with God, and He's the one who created it, and therefore He knows what I should do. So I asked Him, and I heard Him asking me, look, what did you want to do when you were 5 years old? And that's when I thought, okay, I wanted to be an actor. And he was like, why? And he was like, who do you think put that there? I was like, oh, you did. And then that's when I started realizing. And then there were different levels of discovering more and more what it is I wanted to do. So there was that bit right after the second year of university. And then the bit about working with African students and really raising African students who can change the world didn't really occur until after I finished university. And I was already in the school of, I was already training to be a campus minister. I think the challenge of trying to keep a hold and keep an idea, or just keep in front of me exactly what my passion is, exactly what I'm passionate about, that has made me more determined than ever to not do anything that is not my passion, or to let anything come and dilute my passion. So it's so I've become almost kind of fiercely protective of it, to a point where it's like where somebody says, okay, this is a good thing that we should do, blah blah blah, or I think you'll be really good at doing this. And I always sort of look at my passion and go, okay, hang on, this is what I know I want to do now. This is what I want to do. Will this help me along the way of doing that? And if it isn't, I'll be like, no, because I don't want to particularly get into a position where I'm doing stuff because it's a good idea. Like, for instance, going to university, working very well, getting good degrees, and going to becoming a really good chemical engineer is a good idea. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's whether it ties in with the passions of the heart. And I've just become first protective, where if something doesn't tie with the passions, where I really feel at the end of my life, if I've accomplished this, then I would think of myself as having a successful life. Then I wouldn't do it. Sometime in the last couple of years, I think it was probably after I got back from the School of Campus Ministry. Yeah, it was around about then. It was around when I got back from the School of Campus Ministry, because even in the school, in the training, there was a lot of good stuff, and there was some stuff where it was kind of where I felt like I was trying to be wrapped around somebody else's mold, or trying to wrap around the way somebody else would do things. And I tried doing it somebody else's way, trying to do it the way someone else said it, but it didn't particularly work. It caused more strife than anything. And so I got to the point of, if someone gives me an idea or says we should do it, fine, it might be a good idea, but I'm going to wait until I've got to the point where I realize it's a good idea before I adopt it. But in the meantime, I'm going to try and figure out a way that works with who I am to achieve the same aims. I think that was around about what it was. I think the biggest thing I would probably tell myself is to be careful who you listen to. I mean, most of the time, especially when it comes to dreams, because I think we're talking a lot about dreams, about things that you really want to see happen. The people who you will listen to the most, people who actually love you, will warn you about chasing whatever dream it is, and they're right to warn you, because, like, for instance, chasing a dream very often doesn't offer much security at the beginning anyway. And so I think there was a time when I was younger when I knew exactly what it was I wanted to do, but it got bashed out of me. Where it was like, where it's kind of like, I want to be an actor. Oh, there's no money in that. You can't do that. Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. No, no, no. You got to go to school. You got to study. You got to do that. And all those things are true, but I think you can study, you can do all that without letting go of your passion. And if I could go back and tell myself anything, it would be, look, you were made to as a person who's passionate about drama. You are made about a person who's passionate about affecting people's lives. You are made a person, you're not made to sit behind a desk. You are not made, and therefore, start feeding things into yourself that will lead you down that path. Because for a long time, I just more or less forgot about all that stuff. I just thought, okay, what's going to happen is I'm going to go to university, I'm going to school, I'm going to do really well, I'm going to get a job in a chemical engineering company, I'm going to get married, have kids, and die probably. But I hadn't thought past the point of getting a job in a chemical engineering company. And yeah, I would go back and tell myself, don't let your passion be taken away from you by anything.
Thank you for all you've done through your son. Thank you for all you do. You brought me through. When I look around and see where I've been, you've been a friend. Glory,
honor, exaltation,
exaltation,
power,
power,
blessing.